Venom by Marilyn Singer. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden sting? What is lovelier than a garden? Roses and daisies, they're a feast for the eyes and nose. Tomatoes and peppers, they're a treat for the taste buds. Yes, a garden is a delight for you, and also for things that sting. Be careful. Zipping past your petunias is one of the most dangerous animals in America. One you might see every summer day. It kills more people in the U.S. than any other venomous animal. Yet most of us are happy to see it fly by, because without it, we might not have such lovely petunias at all. What is this bold critter? None other than the honeybee, Apis mellifera. There are different types of bees. Many spread pollen to help our gardens grow. Some, such as carpenter bees, Xylocopa, are solitary. They nest in burrows or holes that the females carve in dead wood. The bees we are most familiar with, bumblebees, bombus, and honeybees, live communally. Each colony has a strict social structure. The queen produces eggs. The female workers take care of the hive. They perform tasks such as gathering pollen and nectar, making honey, fighting off intruders, and building and repairing cells out of wax to store food and house the larvae. The young, the males, called drones, don't work at all, nor can they sting. They mate in midair with the queen and die shortly afterward. Almost all bees are vegetarians, living on nectar and pollen from flowers. They use their venom strictly to protect themselves or their colonies. Oddly enough, some stingless bees, Melipoponidae, which have no venom at all, are the only meat eaters in this family. They live on carrion, rotting flesh, and other animal material instead of pollen, and are nicknamed the vulture bees. The bee stinger has developed over time from what was once its ovipositor, its egg-laying tube, in all but one species. The honeybee stinger is barbed to hook and remain in the victim and to keep pumping venom. As the bee flies away, the insect's abdomen tears, and the bee soon dies. Sometimes its victim dies too, especially if many bees have stung it. When workers near their hive sense danger, the bees give off an alarm pheromone, a chemical signal they can detect. This alerts all the hive's inhabitants, and they become ready to attack if necessary. If any of them do strike, the glands responsible for producing the alarm pheromone detach along with the stinger and keep giving off the signal to attack. Bee stings are painful for a reason. American entomologist Justin O. Schmidt feels that pain is responsible for the insect's survival. The pain of the sting fools a predator into thinking that the bee has caused more serious damage than it actually has, and thus the victim will avoid it in the future. It's certainly true that although it hurts a lot, the venom from a single sting is not strong enough to kill most animals, including humans, unless you are allergic to venom. Some sources say that as many as 4 people in 1,000 have systemic reactions to bee stings. When allergic people are stung, they can go into anaphylactic shock. Their whole bodies react so badly that they may stop breathing. To survive, they need an epinephrine shot, followed by a trip to the doctor or emergency room. There are kits with epinephrine syringes available for people with this allergy. The high number of allergic people, plus the fact that bees and humans are common neighbors, explains why these insects are dangerous. Be healthy. Apitherapy. Apitherapy is the use of natural products from bees, including pollen, honey, and venom, to cure a wide range of disorders. Bee venom has at least 40 different ingredients. The main one is melittin, which is responsible for the ouch in a bee sting. It is also a powerful anti-inflammatory agent. For centuries, apitherapists have treated arthritis and other inflammations of the joints by allowing bees to sting patients on certain points of their bodies. Today, live bees are still used, but some practitioners prefer venom-filled syringes instead. There have been few documented scientific studies, but many patients claim that the venom helps them. Currently, melatonin is being investigated as a treatment for multiple sclerosis and for cancer, among other diseases. Bees for breakfast. What kind of crazy bird eats bees? A bee eater, of course. Example, Merops nupescoides. These brightly colored residents found in Africa, Asia, Australia, and southern Europe pursue many kinds of flying insects, but honeybees are their favorites. They catch the bees, take them to a pitch, and remove their stingers by pounding and rubbing the insects against a hard surface. A bee eater isn't interested in a sitting bee or other bug, even if that insect lands right next to it. These birds will only hunt things on the wing.